Kneeling protests for George Floyd will be taking place in the UK today. It's the latest example of how the unrest here in the U.S. is being felt around the world. And Charlie D'Agata takes a look at how protesters are flouting some very strict restrictions because of the COVID-19 pandemic in order to have their voices heard.
Demonstrations like this have been picking up in numbers in recent days. In fact, this one just underway here in Hyde Park is expected to be Britain's biggest yet. In fact, the death of George Floyd has awakened a movement that's now gone global.
No justice, no peace.
By the tens of thousands, they gathered in largely peaceful protests, mirroring street scenes in the United States. Not only in solidarity with U.S. demonstrators, the death of George Floyd has reignited rage against their own racial injustices at home.
For me to be here today, because I felt like, like that could have been me. That could have been my brother. That could have been your brother.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
In Sydney,
No justice, no peace.
Barcelona, New Zealand, and London. A different name in Paris, but a similar case and a reawakening of fury over the 2016 death of 24-year-old Adama Traore while in police custody. Also mirroring the U.S., some demonstrations erupted in violence. French police fired tear gas and rubber bullets to disperse protesters who were pelting them with whatever they could get their hands on. While protesters were making their voices heard, world leaders were left speechless. Asked about the apparent tear gassing of protesters in D.C. to clear the way for President Trump's photo op, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was at a loss for words. That pause goes on for about 20 seconds.
We all watch in horror and consternation what's going on in the United States.
It's not just about witnessing the horrors of what took place in the United States. It's so much bigger now. This is now challenging racism both in America and around the globe.